Hi there! So in this video, I'll be making this Happy Mail sticker that was requested by a TikTok follower. So let's get started. Okay, so to get started, I'm going to go ahead and search for a rainbow clip art, and I'm going to put black and white. This version is for those who do not have Cricut access. That means they're not paying a monthly payment to use all of the images on Cricut Design Space. So I'm choosing this rainbow even though it has gray and white squares. Those can be removed once we upload it to Design Space. So I'm just gonna give it a name and save it to my computer. On Cricut Design Space, I'm going to upload it and then search for the rainbow that I just saved. Okay, and I'm going to choose simple, and as you can see, it removed all of the little squares, and click continue. I like to use the color tolerance 75 and just click on everything that is not black. I'm gonna click preview, and the lines are looking sharp, so I'm going to continue selecting everything that is inside of the lines. I'm erasing whatever is left over and the little lines in the clouds because I don't need them since it's going to be a printed project. If it was a cut project, I will leave it because it looks a little cute. Okay, so once everything is done, I'm going to preview it one more time, make sure nothing else is missing, and then click continue. I know it is a print project, but I'm going to save it as a cut image. Okay, and then insert it to your canvas and save the project. So if you do have Cricut access, you could search for a rainbow. There's so many options that you have already that you could choose from. Some already have color, like this one right here. And some are black and white, like this one. Okay, so these are other examples that we could work with, but I'm gonna go ahead and show you later. If you chose one of these images, then you're going to follow the steps that I'll be doing with the one that I uploaded from online. So I'm going to duplicate the image. You need a layer for each of the sections. So one layer per arc, and then for the clouds, and then for the back. So that's 5. So the one for the back, I'm just going to contour and then hide all. And that is it. We could change the color later on. So the next one, I am going to change the color or else it's going to get lost in the black. The request was pastel colors, so I'm choosing a pink color. And then once the color is chosen, I'm placing it like right over the other one. You could just go ahead and center it. Then click on the pink one and click contour. And then select everything and just leave the one arc highlighted or unhighlighted, whichever one it is. So now we have the large arc. Now for the middle one, I'm going to do it like a little green color, contour, and then just click on everything except for that middle arc. And now you have that layer. Next layer is the bottom one. Okay, and then for that one, the same thing, contour everything, just leave the bottom arc. And then for the clouds, I'm going to color it white and then place it where it should be, and the same steps. Contour everything, just leave the clouds. Okay, and that is how you get the layers. Now, this next step is just to play around with colors and see which one fits your theme, whatever you're feeling. So now I'm entering the text, and the text is going to say Happy Mail. as requested. So if you have Cricut Access, you could use Cricut fonts and the ones installed in your computer. If you need help installing fonts to your computer, I do have a video on that. Hopefully it helps you out. So I'm just gonna go with this font. It's called Caprica Script, and I got it off of thefont.com. Next step is just to choose a color for the font. You don't have to weld the font because we are going to flatten it, and it's going to change the look. So I'm just adding an offset to the font, just give it a little more color. Okay, so once I'm happy with the design, I'm going to select everything and I'm gonna add an offset to the whole image. So something in the 0.4 range is a good size. So then I'm just gonna color it white to give it that white edge of the sticker. And let me change the color of the background just so you can see the white outline a little bit better. So there it is. So the offset actually did an offset on the whole thing. So what you want to do is click on the offset, and you'll see it right now when we do the contour, what I mean. So click on contour and you see all the little lines inside. It's going to cut them out. So just hide all, and there you go. The last step is to highlight everything and click on flatten. And as you can see, the colors changed a little bit because it no longer has that black outline. If you want to change the colors, just use the back button or unflatten and move them around. And once you're done, go ahead and flatten again. Okay, so if you chose an image from Cricut Design Space that already has color, it's less work because this one already has the layers. So it's only a matter of deleting whatever layers you don't want, modifying the colors. Okay, so once you're happy with whatever your colors are, add the text. And I'm going to be using Happy Mail again. I'm using this one called Baby Monkey. And I'm going to give it a little curve. So it kind of curves around the inside of the rainbow. Okay, so now select the rainbow to add an offset to that. Change it to white and just play around with colors, modify the fonts, add an offset to the font, change the color, and just whenever you're happy with what you have, select everything and flatten it. Okay, so if you want the rainbow to be more of a round shape, you could just add a shape and then make it whatever color you want and then flatten it. And now it's going to cut the sticker in a circle shape. I'm going to delete it because I'm not going to be using it. Next step to printing your stickers is to making a square at 6.75 width by 9.25 height. Send it to the back and fill it in with as many stickers as you want. Depending on what you're using the stickers for, then resize them and make them whatever size you want. The reason I use the rectangle, if you haven't seen my other videos, is because if you just send them like that to Cricut, it's going to separate them into different pages. So this is one way to use the most out of your sticker paper. Okay, and then once you have everything, you go ahead and attach it, attach everything, and save the project. Always save the project before you send it to cut because sometimes Cricut Design Space could act up. Okay, so next step is just to send it to cut and click make it. But since I'm not going to be using these stickers, I'm only going to be cutting two just for the purpose of the tutorial. Once you click make it, this is what you get on your next screen. You click continue, select send to printer, and then on top where it says printer, make sure your printer is selected there. If you're switching from printers, mine is already selected. I like to use system dialog, so I turn that little switch on and click print. Now it takes me to my printer settings. For paper, I'm going to use sticker paper I'm using is glossy, so I'm going to use photo paper. And then print quality, I always have it at best. So click OK, click the number of copies you're making. I always recommend you trying out a small piece of the sticker paper just to test it out. So just do maybe one sticker at a time, and then if it works, just continue. So this is the first time I'm using this sticker paper. So I'm going to choose washi settings because the sticker does feel a little thin. So here is the printed paper. This is the sticker paper that I was telling you that I'm using. Like I said, it was my first time trying it out, and I wasn't really sure about the settings, but it printed really good. Put it on your mat. Make sure you align it perfectly on the corner. So I'm only tapping the sheet because the mat is very new. Now the machine is going to read the registration marks. The black square around the sticker is the registration marks. So it tells the Cricut where to cut. So now, as you can see, I was trying to remove the sticker and it needed a little more pressure. So like I said, the printable vinyl is a good option if you do decide to go with this paper. So aside from the color options that I didn't know how they were going to show up, the sticker came out really cute. It's not smearing and it's not scratching like other paper that I have bought before. I have bought onlinelabels.com and those did scratch off the paint. This is the sticker sheets that I buy from Amazon for my packagings. It's good enough for them to be on a box that people are going to throw away anyways and still make it look cute. But for when I get orders of sanitizing labels, for example, I do use the better quality and more expensive paper. So, but I mean, for packaging, these sheets are good enough for me. So thank you for watching, and go ahead and leave a comment with questions if you have any, and I'll see you next time.